Hello guys, Timidoxer. Welcome to this video. I know I haven't done a video for a long time, but starting from this week, I'll be doing about 2 videos a week. So hopefully you can catch up to all of the monthly recap throughout this year. For this video, I'm going to talk about this month specifically. Not much going on, but there's about 4 to 5 opportunities that you can trade with. I'll go through all of the trades this month. Before I start this video, make sure to click the like button and subscribe. Let's get into it. Okay, so for the very first ticker of the month is LUMN. The initial market cap for this one is roughly a little bit under 1 billion. So what we have as a sample to calculate as a dollar block for this month or for this year is GME and AMC. I don't think there's any other tickers that traded more volume compared to LUMN and also with similar market cap. So for this one, it did a massive consolidations in August 8th. So the total dollar was traded is roughly around 1.7 billion. And we had a big red day on the following day. So let's go to August 7th. It had a massive consolidations in the 6.7-ish, traded about 250 million volume, traded about 260 million volume times 6.5, that's around 1.7. If you calculate the pre-market, it traded about, I think around 16 million shares or 20 million shares in the pre-market. So the volume is not likely to exceed the previous day volume. That's why I had a massive red day. The only reason I didn't go really aggressive into this is there is only 2-day round. So went from 2 to 8. And typically we want multi-day rounders to run 3 days in a row and form a consolidations before the momentum tends to shift. So going specifically on LUMN, I should have gone aggressive on LUMN, piling to size and riding the reward all the way back to the 5-ish. So missed about 20%, 30% there. Yeah, that's my overall thoughts for LUMN. Not a perfectly ideal chart. And the other trade that I made was GDC. So this one had a 3-day run. The only thing that I don't really like is it had a massive pullback in the pre-market, including after-market open on the second green day. Then it tested the pre-market high. It actually consolidated and held its gain through end of the day. Whenever you want to use the pre-market pullback and risking the pre-market high, first of all, the pre-market needs to trade a solid amount of shares, which it did. The test into the pre-market resistance was solid as well. It had a pullback. As soon as it tends to recover, you will have to exit. It's not really wise to hold overnight. You can see you went all the way to 12, going to the next day. Had about 50% pullback, which is not really predictable. Had a bounce from the 6-ish area. So the overall volume, it's not that great. 25 million shares traded throughout the day. So I will say maybe 50K shares shorting to the consolidations, but that is also not very ideal as well. So GDC seems very manipulated, doesn't look like a natural developed chart. Typically when you see there's not sufficient volume, high flow tickers tends to slow grind a lot. So that's for GDC. There's another ticker, FFIE. We did a reverse split and tend to run again. It faded too much on the second green day, so that's why I had a bounce after first red day. So there's one thing that you have to pay attention to is whenever you are shorting or using a first red day pattern, if the first red day drops too much, let's say exceeding 50% of the total round range, then going into the following day, you will have to be a little bit careful. I see a lot of people getting squeezed in going to this day. You can see after about 11:30, went all the way back to 8, which didn't trade that much volume, and going to the next day, it bounced, then it slowly faded. So should I build a swing positions into this? But the volume is really low, trading only 3 to 4 million shares a day, so you could get easily squeezed up to 8, 9, 10-ish. That's why I didn't build a swing position into this. Not very ideal. Another one is MRIN. This is not a healthcare stock. It looked like it's a healthcare stock, but it's a consumer discretionary. So basically I said to myself that I don't trade biotechs, but this one was not a biotech. It's actually a regular gap up short. So had a 3-minute float, a 20% pushing percentage. This is just a regular gap up short. Didn't fade 75% from the top, only faded traded 50% since its IPO. So that's a pretty standard pattern to trade. So those are the 4 tickers that I traded through this month. $1 billion market cap. I seem like the dollar block is around 1.7 to 2 billion. I still need more samples to test it out. Going to multi-day runners on GDC seems very manipulated, not a natural developed chart. If it's a natural developed chart, it should have lost its momentum on this day, on August 22nd. For FFIE, dropped too much on the first red day, so it didn't give us much reward on the second red day. MRIN, it was a healthcare, but it's actually not a healthcare. So those are the 4 tickers through this month. Not very ideal, but small profits is okay to be made. That should be it for the recap for this month. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions for this recap, and I will start going back doing I think I got to, in March. So I'm missing May, April, June, and July. So I will start doing all of the recaps for the past few months and do like total conclusions for 6 months throughout this year. And definitely there is few statistics and changes need to be made, but overall this year the market has been pretty good. Summer usually tends to be slow. We have about 3 months of slow seasons until October. So October, November, and December will be the months that there's the most play. Be patient, and yeah, that'll be the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.